See, basically, we do overthink a lot, right? Because of this overthinking, our life will be completely changed, and we badly need to get out of that overthinking. But due to some reasons and the depression or the breakups or something like that, we can't get out of that overthinking. Just ignore this background, and this is how the basic boys' hostel room will look like. Just don't blame us. This is how we are born, and this is how we live.
And one thing for sure, I'm not going to say like breathe in heavily and do kind of meditation and all these things. Of course, they do help a lot, but most probably we don't do that. So in this video, I'm going to say about what is overthinking, what are the types of overthinking, and what are the effects of overthinking, and mainly how to avoid overthinking. So without investing 1 second, let's get into the video. What is overthinking? See, overthinking is a process of continuously analyzing, ruminating, or dwelling on thoughts or situations, often the point of creating unnecessary stress or mental strain. Probably there are 4 types of overthinking. First one is rumination, thinking about past mistakes, failures, and regrets. So this kind of gives you a lot of stress in your brain. And the second one is catastrophizing, obsessing over potential future problems or imagining the worst case scenarios. And the third one is perfectionism. When I am making a videos, I overthink a lot about the perfection, and because of that I'll post a less number of videos as compared to remaining. And the fourth one is over analyzing social intentions, wondering about what others think, and also misunderstanding other people and thinking what if they think like that. I kind of feel like everyone has these 4 types of overthinking in their life, but the amount of range of different types will be varied, and mainly people overthinking about appearance, relationships, career, future, and past memories, and etc. etc. See, what I want to say is overthinking is very common because we are human beings, right? We do have emotions, feelings, regret, and all these things. But suppose if you are overthinking very less, like once in a week or twice in a month, so like that, it was very common because everyone will overthink, and this is the basic trait of a human being. But if you do overthink a lot, like daily, then that is where the problem comes, because overthinking will give you a lot of stress and anxiety. Stress caused by overthinking can lead to headaches, sleep disturbances, and weakened immunity. Overthinking often leads to non-productive work, right? Because you are not doing anything, so you are not productive, and because of not productive, you will get a lot of stress. And when it comes to the fourth one, how to avoid overthinking, see, the fact is that overthinking is very common. We can only manage it, we can't avoid it, right? Because no matter how professional you are, how successful you are, how strong you are, you do overthink at one point of time, but the amount of overthinking will be reduced with certain things. See, mainly people will overthink of 2 things. First one is personal things, and the second one is career things. And related to career, we students overthink a lot, but most probably we will also have personal overthinking. And the first one is personal overthinking. For suppose if you are overthinking about your past situations, regrets, friendships, relationships, girls or men or anything. See, even the greatest warrior Arjuna had overthinking a lot in the place of battlefield, and that is where Krishna has sung the Bhagavad Gita. So when you overthink a lot about people, so try to find a person like Krishna. Most probably we don't find the people, but suppose if you have the facility of people, just try to share with them. So when you connect with your people, the emotions will be balanced, and it is a proof that when you hug a person or when you speak your problem with the people, so the kind of overthinking will be reduced. So overthinking is happen only alone, right? So try to gather with the friends, try to play games, and try to improve meditation. And I have seen many people who had gone through breakups and overthinking and all these kind of stuff, and once they turn to spiritual, their life completely changed. So spirituality is the best thing if you overthink a lot about the personal things, and Krishna will give you a hope in your life. So try to connect with the higher consciousness. Or if you are overthinking a lot about your spouse or kind of relationships, I will highly recommend you to communicate with them. Most probably we are just imagining, and because of these imaginations our relationship will be destroyed. So try to communicate with the people rather than going for ego and destroying the relationships. Try to communicate with your partner or your father or your mother, anyone. So when you try to communicate the problem which you have with them, so that is where the overthinking will be decreased, so you'll have the good relationship with the people. And if you are really overthinking a lot, or if you are going through the depression or the kind of stage, try to cry, man. Cry a lot. So when you cry a lot, you are releasing your emotions through crying. So after crying, just sit at one place and then think logically and find the solutions. So if you are going through depression on these kind of things, so just cry a lot. But suppose if you're overthinking a lot about your career, then it is very easy. And we students have many thoughts about our career, right? What we should do, what will happen if I do that, what will happen if I do this, whatever other things. So and all these kind of overthinking will be more, right? See, I will share my personal thing. When I want to start this channel, I kind of overthinked a lot. Like I overthinked about for 2 to 3 months when starting the channel, because I was genuinely don't know whether how people will treat me and how I want to live in this world. So I have to live in this college for next 3 years, right? If I start this, what if other people laugh at me? So this is the kind of thought process going on those 2 to 3 months, and I decided like I have to shoot 100 videos. If it was good, if it was successful, then nothing happens, I will continue with it. If it doesn't work, then I will leave it. So this is one kind of decision which I have taken, because always overthinking comes when you actually don't do anything. If you start to do something, you'll never overthink a lot, and that is the 2 months which I have been overthinking and I haven't did anything. And even if you are overthinking about your career, the main problem is you haven't started it. I will suggest you to start and take the action. Once you take the action, you will know the actual depth of the pool, and then you will know whether to overthink or not. Most probably when you take the action, the amount of overthinking will be decreased. See, any type of overthinking can be reduced by these 3 solutions. And the first one is, for suppose if you are very cool and if you are soft-minded, then you will definitely overthink a lot. That is why women overthink a lot than men. So try to read books, listen to podcasts, and try to go in the spiritual path, and then read the famous books, probably self-help books or story books, anything. So try to train your mindset in a way that it can obstacle the problem of overthinking. And the second one is writing. See, when you write, you are actually slowing down the process of thinking. So when you slow down the process, you'll definitely decrease the amount of overthinking. And that is what happens with meditation and all these things, right? When you do meditation, the speed of your thought is decreased. So when you write down your thoughts, it will definitely improve a clarity in your brain, and this is the best thing you have to try when you overthink a lot. The third one is taking action, whether it may be proposing or taking decisions and all these things. So finding a career or proposing and all these kind of problems, if you're overthinking a lot, take the action. 99.99% in cases we haven't started anything, and that is we overthink a lot. And the things which helped me to decrease my overthinking is it's all my mindset and beliefs. See, I believe like everything happens for a reason, and it is the greatest quote of all time of Krishna. So everything happens for a reason, and it was the best quote I have ever read. And the second one is I will treat everything as an experience rather than just being flooded in that situation. So I'll treat everything as an experience, and I will always question what this is teaching me. And right now I'm not getting reach, I'm not getting views, I do overthink a lot, and that is where my mind will tell that. So this is the thing which you have gone through in that way, by consuming the best content or reading books or going spiritual. So these are the best thing that I try to reduce my overthinking. And the next one is I'm a kind of an action guy. Like if I'm overthinking about a video or YouTube channel, the first reply my mind gives is start doing that. Because until or unless you are not doing anything, if you are overthinking a lot, and overthinking just destroyed my entire career, not practically, but because of overthinking and perfectionism, I haven't posted any videos because I want the clean and perfect videos. So because of that, I have wasted a lot of time. I always keep myself busy because I don't even give myself a lot of time. I'll be working on these scripts, videos, editing, thumbnails, and all these kind of stuff, classes and everything. So literally I don't have any time to overthinking. So yeah, just don't give you a lot of time on overthinking. Just take the action, and these are the things will definitely help you a lot. If I want to share only 2 things, that is mindset and action. So these are the only 2 things which will help you to change your life. So I have made a video about how to find your passion. You can check it here. In this video, I have shared the dual framework which will help you to find your passion. So that's all for this video. Until then, it's your Hemant Krishna signing off. Bye.